Alright, this isn't meant to be a tutorial, this is just a quick overview of how one of the ways you can go from having a digital file to cutting something out. It's really just to illustrate how easy it is. There's hundreds of pieces of software that can do this. Today we're just going to use this website, makercam.com. Makercam will let you do simple things like, let's say you wanted to create an ellipse, 1 by 3 inches. It'll generate that for you. It'll also let you open your own files. And so today we're just going to show you how if you open an SVG file, and an SVG file is just a two-dimensional file that you could generate from something like AutoCAD, SketchUp, basically any Adobe Illustrator, any piece of software you want to use to design your object. So here you can see this is just our logo. And so what we need to tell the machine is that we want to cut around the outside, so that's this profile operation. And we want to use a 1/8 inch bit, so we'll put 1/8 of an inch in here. Today I'm using a 1/2 inch piece of plywood, so we'll make this just a little bit deeper than 1/2 of an inch so that we can cut all the way through for sure. And everything else we can just leave the same. Getting into CNC can be really intimidating. There's a lot of people talk about feeds and speeds and different bits and different pieces of wood. But really, if you're just getting started, you can just use all the default settings and it's going to work out. Maslow's a very forgiving machine to work with. So we click OK. You can see it turn blue to indicate that we're going to cut this piece here out. And if we go calculate all, what it's going to do is it's going to generate, there's a green line now just around the outside of what we're going to cut. So what it's done is offset that cut by the width of our bit. And there's a number of paths there. Basically, it's going to do it in a number of passes rather than just in one. And that's all there is to it. So we can just save that file, export G-code. G-code is the standard language that CNC machines speak. So if we just export this G-code, save it on our desktop. And that's all there is to it. We can now open that file in the MakeSmith software, Maslow software. Geez. So now just picking up where we left off, this is the Maslow control software. This basically just lets you move your machine around to where you want to start cutting and open a file and cut it out. So let's just open that file that we were looking at before. So now there you can see is our logo. It's right in the center. It's in the same place that it was in the makercam.com. You can see it's centered in our 4x8 sheet of plywood. And now if we're ready to start cutting this out, all we have to do is press run, and it'll give us a prompt here to adjust the depth of our router. And then it'll start cutting. You can see there it is, cutting along. So now we're going to cut this out. So there was something already cut out from the middle of my sheet of plywood, so I've moved the design down a little bit, but we're ready to press run and cut this out. And now you have your cutout object.